Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. 2nd Ramadan 1437, a Quran moment. Day 2. I hope you're doing well and that the Quran connection is still alive, inshallah. Let's begin. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Today's ayat are from number 11 and 12 in Surah Baqarah. Let's begin with the recitation. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ, and when it is said to them, remember we're referring to the hypocrites here, لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, do not cause corruption on the earth. قَالُوا, they reply, they say, إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ, we are only reformers. أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ, unquestionably, it is they who are the corrupters. وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ, but they perceive it not. Ayah number 12 is a response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's go through some questions. First of all, what is corruption? The word fasad in Arabic means corruption, and therefore we see the word being used in the verb here, la tufsidu. And mufsidun, the one who actually does fasad. Literally it means to cross the limits, resulting in the loss of use of something. So example, if you gave somebody some water to drink, but it was so hot it actually was vapor, it had all boiled away, then you can't drink the water because it's all steam. You'd cross the upper limit. If you crossed the lower limit, you'd made it really, really cold, so it became all ice. If somebody tried to drink it, they can't drink it. It's just ice. So everything has to be in its right proportion, in its balanced state for it to be of benefit. Corruption is when something is gone beyond its correct boundaries. So, what is meant by corruption here in the Quran, in this ayah? Well, we are taught that human beings have limits, and these limits are not placed by other humans, they are placed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Himself. And those are the limits of sinning or disobedience to God. And if you cross that line, then you are crossing the limit that has been set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and every sin is corruption. Why is the whole world mentioned here? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, talking about لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, do not cause corruption on the earth. Why is the earth mentioned? Of course, remember the original context of these ayahs is that the ayahs were referring to the people in Medina who had become hypocrites. So why is the whole earth being mentioned? The key point is that sin, when it's done, affects not only the person who does it, but also the people around them, and physically begins to impact on the earth. So there are sayings of the Salaf, the early generations of Muslims. Sometimes they would say, even if I stumbled or my horse stumbled, I knew that it was because of a sin I had done. The ill effects of corruption, even if the corruption is very small, eventually seep out and spread globally. The statement قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون, that only we are reformers, these people, when they're challenged to say that, hang on a second, this is not right what you're doing, their response is that actually what we are doing is right. And by implication, they're saying what the believers are doing is not right. They say that we are the only correct people. So what's the difference between sin and hypocrisy? If we look at this table here, the sinner is somebody who does something which is wrong, and this is the same as a hypocrite. They're doing something which is wrong. But internally, a sinner believes it's wrong, whereas a hypocrite believes it's right. And when a sinner does something, he regrets what he's done, or she has done. But a hypocrite, when they do something wrong, but believe it's right, they have no regret. And hence the person who's more capable or more likely of turning back to the right path is the person who has regret, whereas the sinner, which is the sinner, and whereas the hypocrite does not have that. So, what is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's conclusion? It's really ayah number 12, أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Unquestionably it is they, the hypocrites, who are the corrupters, but they perceive it not. They have combined disbelief, disobedience, and then they have tried to spin it and saying what they're doing is right. That is the highest level of corruption. But because of their blindness and their hearts being unable to perceive what they're seeing, what they're doing, they are unable to perceive this error. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from such an error, and inshallah look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.